Welcome to our final game of the day, and one that I'm going to sit up in my chair for because it's my hometown Monsters playing our hated rivals, the Sunshine Swatters from Delfino Plaza. Let's talk a little bit about both these teams because it's 4-1 teams 5 weeks into the season meeting in a divisional matchup that could determine a lot for playoff standings. So let's look at my rivals here. Monarchs, only one loss on the season. I believe it was I want to say the Monarchs week 2. No, it was the Babies week 3 in the night game. And a pretty shocking loss. I think it was some 7 runs. Otherwise, they've been winning a lot of games and a lot of close games especially. One of the most impressive parts is definitely runs allowed. They're second lowest in the league, behind only the Monarchs, who have been just simply incredible as we saw last game. And that's probably what has them going a long way versus my team. Strongest are the second worst team in the league at runs allowed by 1 run. But they are by far the best. They have scored more runs than anybody else by at least 10 or 15. So it's a battle of strength versus strength. Good defense versus good offense. Full chemistry teams for both. The Monarchs don't even need a me to get it done. Star players both hitting in the 3 spot, both playing in the infield. It's Hammer Bro for the Monsters. Monarchs, Red Piant over at second base. Charbo, a little bit of an unbiased perspective if you want to say hi to the VOD. Who you got? We're playing on Bowser Jr.'s Playroom if it matters.
I don't know. Maybe I'm going to give it to the Monsters this time.
I hope you're right. Let's begin without further ado. Back at Bowser Jr.'s Playroom, able to afford an expansion to the castle after winning the championship last year, now using his son's playroom for his office. Bowser leads the Monsters in here, looking to take sole control of the division from the Sunshine Swatters. Toadette leading off against Tyrus. Tyrus been pretty good this year, but when he gets behind early, he can find himself in some trouble. Won't find himself in trouble, at least for the first batter, as Green Magikarp over at second is able to handle that for the first out of the inning. Changeup floats out to center field, and Koopa able to grab the second out of the inning on just the 3rd pitch, I believe. Now Red Pianta, star player. Breaking ball on the outside, or off-speed pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 1. Now change up inside. Good contact, but out to left field. And down 1-2-3, go the Monarchs. Great quick first inning for the Monsters. And now top of the order, due up to bat. Blue Drybone's hitting leadoff. Not really his... I believe he was hitting leadoff last year for the Babies as well, but I wouldn't say it's his natural position. He's much more of a cleanup hitter. But he's been making it work, and he's been doing it very well. Some clutch moments in the playoffs. I believe he had a walk-off in that long postseason game. And now a hard-hit ball here out towards the wall. Stadium walls are high. It's out! What a catch by Red Toad! Toadette got there in the nick of time. Oh, the replay. My apologies. Oh, I'll have to pull up an instant replay and like an After Effects for that. That was... If Toad can jump 12 feet off that buddy jump, that ball was probably hit 11 feet, 11 inches. Bowser aboard with a 1-out single out to deep right field. And he'll bring up star player Hammer Bro. This is somebody that if he's hitting a home run, it will be a no-doubter here. And that might be what happened. Does it stay fair? Probably not. Fades. No pull from Congo Jungle to help him. Swings for contact instead, but will land it right in front of Toadette. That's 2 aboard, only 1 out. And it brings up Green Magikarp, not the strongest hitter, but good chemistry with both players on base. Good contact hitter, a good bit of pop to their bat. This could be huge. Last time these two teams played, they could not get through Purple Toad, and it won't start now. The line out. The force out at second, the end of the first inning, scoreless here as we move to the top of the second. 4-hitter due up, it's Red Noki. Tyrus is locked in out there, dude. Not too locked in, though, as he allows a leadoff single to Noki. Now, Noki has some wheels, so this is scary. Even a softly hit ball, if it dribbles out to right field in the wrong way, could send Noki to third, and then all of a sudden things are scary. Strike one catches the outside corner of the plate, breaks again, and now this one's hard hit out towards the wall. Looks like it's going to land just before the warning track. No, they have to go up for it. Koopa got there perfectly, and they might have disguised that to try and bait Noki into running. They're not going to get the double play, but that will rob a home run from Yellow Pianta. And that's exactly why you go to this stage, I think. If you want to know my reasoning, there's two main reasons I like to go to this stage. The first is, I know people say it's bad for power hitters, but I think there's two tiers of power hitters. There are home run hitters, and there are no doubters. And players like Bowser and Hammer Bro, they will not struggle to hit home runs on this place. If they can hit home runs, they probably won't get caught. But players like Pianta or, Toads might have harder time. Now, the other is, there's actually, the ball slows down faster on this quilted field. And because of that, I think it's a little bit better defensively for me as well. Less small ball,
Yeah.
Two on, only one out. Two very fast runners aboard, and it's Peach batting. But is it double play? No! Might be disaster here. They get the lead runner at second. Red Noki goes to third. Runners on the corners, the double play blown up by the pal block, sending the ball into the outfield. And now Toadsworth will have a chance to bring in a run here. Breaking ball inside for strike one. Breaking ball outside, doesn't break, and probably scores the run. Do they have the throw in time? No, 1-0 early for the Monarchs. That item ends up coming in huge. And the mentor helps Red Noki, who led off this inning with a single, come around to score with 2 outs. Green Toad, then top of the order, due up after him. He chops one to second base. The inning's over. Monarchs take an early 1-0 lead here. Middle of the order, due up the Noki sandwich. Tyrus, Green Noki, Coopette. Purple Toad still on the mound. Bottom of the second, no runs scored yet for the Monsters. And Tyrus, good piece of hitting out to right field, but not in time to drop before Green Toad can get there for out number 1 of the inning, bringing up Green Noki. Strike one. And Noki out number 2 as she hits it over to Red Pianta at second base. Coopette, Green Drybones, then 9-hitter Koopa up next. And Coopette will fly out for a 1-2-3 inning to center field. Sides retired in order. Top of the order due up for the Monarchs, including pitcher Purple Toad, who has been just a demon in both these matchups so far for the Monsters. They are trying to get through, crack the shell. Strike one outside. Ball doesn't break. Can they get the ball? Yes! Up through the middle, but scooped up by Green Magic Koopa and over to Bowser at first, just in time for out number 1, bringing up Purple Toad with none on. Breaking ball, not the best contact, but still pushes it out to the wall. They might have to go up for this. They do! Coopette has it, no problem. That was hit on about as direct of an angle as you can think of, and I don't even think he was charged up. I think that was just pure contact.
Damn.
But nonetheless, out number 2, and now star player Red Pianta, and that one might be trouble. That one's out towards the wall. Can they come down with it? Coopette up with the assist from Koopa. A robbery in right field. These are some tricky angles to play, but so far that stage has helped them. They played it masterfully. Some excellent acrobatics from our outfielders on both teams. Left field for the Monarchs, right field for the Monsters. And this game's still within 1. Top of the order is due up after Koopa, and first, Green Drybones. We'll take strike 1 on the outside. He chops one out to left field, but this very fast outfield causes a lot of trouble in this matchup for the strongest. Chop shot up the middle, base hit with 1 out for Koopa. Now I'll bring up the top of the order, and I mean, that's huge. Even just having the runner aboard to put a little bit of pressure on him, and yeah, they're checking him at first base. They know he's one of the faster players on this Monsters lineup. Now Blue Drybones, excellent piece of hitting. Oh, the bobble from Red Toad might have given just a little bit of time for Koopa to get all the way to third. Now 1 out, runners on the corners for the Monsters captain, Bowser. First pitch is in. Line drive out to left field. That one's going to reach the wall. Koopa's tagging and going. Buddy throw probably won't be in time. Toadette goes all the way home. But this game's tied before the ball leaves her hand. Blue Drybones reaches third. Bowser stays on first. The runners are replaced. The score now tied at 1. Star player Hammer Bro. Now he has a penchant for these first pitch home runs when his team needs them most. Instead, takes strike one here. Charges up. Ball's hung down the middle. Lands fair, but Bowser's slow getting to second, and Blue Drybones didn't know whether or not to tag from third, so it stays runners at the corners with 2 outs, and now Green Magic Koopa, who, with 2 runners on the first time lined out, will have a chance at redemption. Even a single will send Blue Drybones running here. Instead, he lines out to the other side of the infield, so game is tied after the bottom of the third. But you could cut the tension with a knife. A lot of close calls for both teams. Both pitchers standing strong. Whoever blinks first might be the one to lose. Tyrus is on the mound for the Monsters to start off the top of the 4th. Softly hit by Noki, but not in time. The item forces the attack from Koopa. He's not able to get his glove up and get the ball, so that's a leadoff single, maybe error assisted by Noki, and now that will result in 2 runners reaching in 2 pitches, with Yellow Pianta getting aboard. If Tyrus was going to find his way out of a jam, now would be the time. Red Toad is a nasty hitter. Peach and Toadsworth behind him, not as bad, but they have their clutch moments today already, and they'll have a chance with the bases loaded. And no, they won't! Chain Chomp is in left field is disastrous as it knocks Green Drybones off of his feet with the ball. That allows Red Noki to tag from third, go home, and both runners to advance. So this tie is broken 2-1 now. And runners on second and third with no outs for the captain. This is trouble. Oh, and it's softly hit into right field. Yellow Pianta's already on his way home. It's 3-1. Runners on the corners. And this one's starting to get away from Tyrus. He has the stamina, but can he stop digging a hole here? First run of the game, or RBI of the game, went to Toadsworth. We'll have a chance for a second here. Change up, hung over the middle. That's pushed up. No! Double play ball! What a grab by second baseman Magic Koopa. Stops the run from scoring. Gets the first 2 outs of the inning. And man, right when his team needed it most. Maybe it's not the third base runner, but Tyrus is breathing a little bit easier out there, knowing he doesn't have to worry about steals and such. Goes to the start pitch. Forces the back contact, but the item! The error from Green Magic Koopa moments after a great play allows another run to score. Now 4-1 the Monarchs. Monarchs not too shabby at scoring runs themselves. They're in the top 4 to upper half of the league for runs scored. So not a surprise, but they're going to have to. Either that or they have to expect that over these next 4 innings, the Monsters won't score anymore. It's the Noki sandwich up now. Tyrus jumps on the first pitch, sends it out to center field, will get aboard, lands just in front of Toadette. Brings up Noki, who, not the greatest hitter, but has had some clutch hits for this team already this season. Instead, double play ball. Bomb doesn't blow it up. That's 2 outs like that. And it'll be Koopette up, bottom of the 4th. Charges, takes strike 1 on the outside. Wind up. Swing, the grab from Red Pianta. Down. What is it? 2-1-3 technically because of the double play. So not in order, but side is retired. Monarchs have another chance up already. Strike one. Purple Toad, then Red Pianta, then Red Noki. Purple Toad pushes one out to center field that will get caught by Koopa for the first out of the inning. Red Pianta skies one to left field. Both fielders should be in place for this. They're not going to have an attempt. It's a home run. 5-1. The first home run of the game belongs to the Monarchs as Red Pianta pushes one out past the left field wall. And Koopa and Green Drybones had a shot at going up for it, but just never decided to. Doesn't end Tyrus' day, but he's looking tired out there. They'll almost certainly go to Bowser before the 6th. Curveball inside, strike one to Noki, now 5-1. And the Monarchs might be holding the strongest to their lowest run total of the season. That item allows Noki to get aboard again, and that happened last inning. The item allowed Noki to get aboard, and she ended up scoring. So they won't risk it. They'll go to Bowser. He inherits the run. Yellow Pianta shows bunt, and he lays it down. The item's in, but the bunny throw, no! It's disaster again! Bowser runs into a banana. The bunny throw dribbles onto the ground. 2 runners aboard, just 1 out. And we've seen so many errors today. Base is now loaded. They'll bring up Peach. She has Star Swing available, but she's also not the greatest hitter for a captain. Bowser digs into his star pitches. That's strike one. Does it again, strike two. Doesn't want her winding up on any of these. So we'll see if he just goes to the third Stars pitch. He does. Takes the guaranteed strikeout, but he is taxing his arm until he'll have a 2-out at bat. A showdown versus Toadsworth, who has been so clutch for this team. Will he be clutch again? No! Koopa with a grab in center field. Keeps the game as close as he can for the Monarchs after they let up 1 that inning. 5-1, 3 innings of work left. A lot of baseball to play. But the Monsters being held to so far, by far, their lowest run total of the year. They haven't scored less than 8 in a game.
Wow.
Green Drybones won't help out here. Out to left field for the first out of the inning. Star Swing. Boo, not going to help Koopa get aboard. The nice play from Yellow Pianta is now out number 2. It will have to be a 2-out rally for the top of the order with Blue Drybones up to bat now. He charges up on one, sends a line drive out to right field. That will get him aboard with a single as Toadette tracks that one down, and now Bowser up to bat with a big chance here. Takes strike one on the outside. Not the best contact, but hits it hard as he fouls that one off for strike 2 down the third baseline. Might swing for contact here. He does. He sends it into left field. Chain chomps on the loose. Pal blocks there. Runners on first and second. Tying run on deck. Hammer Bro at the plate.
Coming huge here. Oh.
Hammer Bro with a notoriously bad hit, but the item from Green Magic Koopa allows him to reach. All runners are safe. 2 outs, bases loaded, and good synergy for Green Magic Koopa in a huge moment here.
Love to see a star
swing over Yellow Pianta's head. Runs are going to score. Bowser's coming around. It might be a close play at the plate. It isn't. He's safe. 5-3. 2 RBI single on the star swing that sneaks by Yellow Pianta by mere inches. Bowser with some aggressive base running to get the second run there. And do they end Purple Toad's day on that? They might have to. It's a pitcher versus pitcher battle right now. And Tyrus represents not just the winning run for his team, the winning run for him. They'll go to Peach. He inherits 2. Runners on first and second, 2 outs. Good synergy for Tyrus here as he takes strike 1 in the inside.
Big charge. Oh.
Flying out for the last out of the inning. So they avoid further disaster, the Monarchs, but this game's not out of reach yet for the Monsters. Some small ball allows them to climb to 2. Now Bowser faces the 9-1-2 hitters. Strike 1 inside of the plate for Toad. He's pre-charging. Not the best contact, but the foul block. Interrupted by the throwing motion from Green Magikoopa, out number 1 at first base. Toadette now charging up hard, and she sends one to deep center field, dying at the warning track, but watch out for these bananas. And the bananas cause the error! Toadette's on her way to second, she might go to third. She's on her way, do they have the throw? Safe at second, barely. Those bananas have caused trouble all year, and it was a perfect item pool when they needed it most for Purple Toad. Now he's batting 1 out if he gets aboard without the double play. And he will! Sends that one to the wall! They're going to have runs here. Toadette's coming around from second to score. Toad staying at first. The buddy throw not going to be in time despite the accuracy from Koopa. 6-3. The lead widens here in the 6th. Is it the 6th? Please be the 6th.
Yes. It is the 6th, I think.
Good. Top of the 6th. And pre-charging is Red Pianta. And he sends one out to left field. Saves Buddy at the home run earlier. Does he have a multi-home run game? Koopa goes up for it. It's over his head. They allowed 2 runs last inning. They get 3 back this inning. Red Pianta, the star. The Monsters haven't been able to hit these home runs. But Pianta has been cruising out there. And now they're in quite the hole, down 5 runs. Oh, Hammer Bro gets off a laser just before getting obliterated by Koopa Shell. Second out of the inning.
Body on the line.
And that one softly in the right field in front of... Wait, the out at first! The relay! 9-6-3, the double play. Or the put away. So Noki, Koopette, Green Drybones now up. That's 6, 7, 8 hitters. Noki not having the best of her days. She's been clutch before, but we'd really like to see her charge up for some of this contact instead of continuing to push it to these infielders that are so good as part of the Great Delfino Wall. Koopette now due up. And she sends one right to Yellow Pianta. Not the best day for this middle of the order for the Monsters. So 2-out rally now potentially for Green Drybones, who sends one into left field for a base hit. Chain Chomp's on the loose. Koopa Shell is off target. And the 2-out runner is aboard for Koopa in a big moment. Strike 1. Top of the order on behind him. Only 4 outs remaining in this game for his team. And he gets that one over Yellow Pianta for a base hit. Not going to send Green Drybones to third despite the boo. But it brings up Blue Drybones with a huge moment for his team. He sends one out to hard left field. That one's going to drop over Red Toad for bases. Koopa's coming around to third. Green Drybones is running home. They'll hold Koopa at the corner. 8-4. They're pushing these runs through. Not able to hit these home runs, but they're able to finally land these balls around the very quick outfield of the Sunset Swatters. And now we'll bring up Bowser.
Then 1.
Tying run on deck. 2 outs. Strike 1 over the middle. A changeup. Curveball. Ball number 2, 2-1. Now Bowser's ahead in the count. Oh, if it's fair, it's gone, but it's curving foul. 2 strikes, 2 balls. Bowser swings for contact, and it's going to get caught by Toadette to leave 2 runners on when the team needed their captain most. Hammer Bro will start off the inning, but then it'll come down to that middle of the lineup that hasn't been great today for the Monsters. If they want to win, they'll have to continue their streak of scoring at least 8 in every game. Now Toad hits one to deep center field. Out number 1, but Koopa did not have a lot of room there at the warning track, I think. Bowser goes to the start pitch versus Peach. Captain versus captain here. Taken out of the air by second baseman Green Magikoopa for out number 2. That'll bring up Toadsworth with the potential final out for the Monarchs. And it will be a final out. First pitch swing, sends it to the shortstop. Throwing catch by Hammer Bro. He'll bat first as the rally caps are on for the Monsters. They need 4 to tie, 5 to win. Hammer Bro Star Player 8 has hit home runs on this stage within the week. Counts 1-1. Peach really using the entire zone. Forcing weak contact. These curves are just so devastating. She goes to the fastball, though. Line drive out to left field. That's out number 1. And now the hopes of the Monsters rest on their small ball. Strike 1 into Green Magic Koopa. 1 out. Right to second base for out number 2. And with 2 outs, 4 runs. It would be a comeback of a lifetime for Tyrus. Over Yellow Pianta's head. And the 2-out rally is on. Now, it comes down to a player who's been perhaps most disappointing today. Green Noki. Charges up. Swings. Up through the middle. Through for a base hit. That's huge. Brings up Coupette with 2 chemistry players on. It's going to give her a boost to her power and her contact. She goes power. Good contact up the middle, but diving catch by Yellow Pianta puts the game away before what would have been loaded bases for Green Drybones. And for the 2nd consecutive season, as much as it hurts me to say, SSS completes the sweep of the Monsters, the defending champions, yet to beat their in-division rivals. MVP Red Toad. They got it done with the bat today is the surprising part. I think perhaps the stage, I've been testing out this new stage, and I think it works maybe versus other home run hitting teams, but perhaps versus small ball, I'll go somewhere where my home runs can land a little bit easier. I just think it was great pitching more than anything, though.
Really?
Yeah, definitely disappointments of the game. Hammerbroden, not the best day with the bat. Coupette, the bottom of the order specifically. Bowser tried to do what he could, but he did get lit up on the mound there. I'm typing in the wrong. There we go. Would be a good series to watch in the playoffs, I'll tell you that. 8-4 final score.